Welcome back to the channel, y'all. Chris, the Camping Texan here. Where in the world is the GeoPro? This weekend, we're at Guadalupe River State Park, and this is campsite 68. Well, good morning, y'all. I'm just out here enjoying a nice little walk next to the river, out here at Guadalupe River State Park. It's so good to see you guys again. I haven't touched base with you since Eisenhower State Park. So I've been off a couple of weeks with my anniversary, my 25th anniversary, and Susan and I had a really good time for our anniversary. And while I was on anniversary, y'all, I found out that there was a problem with the transmission on my truck. So I had to take the truck in while I was off, and General Motors ended up replacing the transmission. So all's well with the truck now. I'm so glad. But Eisenhower, you guys got to get out there. That park is amazing. I cannot wait to get back up there once they finish Armadillo Hill. They're doing a lot of renovations right now. So when they get done with that, it's going to be really cool park. But listen, y'all, I didn't even know if I was going to get to come on this trip to Guadalupe River State Park. We just kind of did it on a whim. I got my truck back. They called me on Friday. And so we made the reservation and got down here, and Susan wanted to do a little Christmas shopping over at San Marcos, over at the Outland Mall. So this park is really conveniently located to all that. So if you're thinking about visiting family in the San Antonio area or doing any shopping around that area, San Marcos, New Braunfels, this park is really close to that. So highly recommend this park for that. But y'all, let me tell you, it has been cold. This is unusual weather for this time of year, for late November. We've been here for 3 days, y'all, and it has been cold, rainy, wet, overcast. The high's been about 45, the low's been about 38. So we have not been able to get into the river at all. That's a bummer. We'll have to come back this summer and check that out. And then on top of that, the rangers have closed most all the trails here. So the one thing I can say is that because of the burn ban, a lot of people have canceled their reservations. If you're thinking about coming out to this park and you've never been out here, now's a good time, y'all. I know in our camping loop, the Turkey Sink camping loop, there are a lot of open campsites. So if you just want some peace and quiet, and just come check the park out maybe for the first time, this is a good time to do it, y'all. Hop on those reservations and get yourselves out here. It's really a great park, y'all. Now let's talk about Guadalupe River State Park. How did this park become a park? Well, back in 1974, y'all, the state of Texas purchased this land from a private landowner. And then in 1983, they officially opened it as a state park. When you come to this park, you'll also have access to the Honey Creek State Natural Area. Now, we got here on Saturday at 4:45, so we missed the tour. There's a free tour that you can take. You don't have to pay. You just check in with the rangers, and it's out by the Rust House here, and they will take you into the Honey Creek State Natural Area. Now, that area was acquired. It's a nature preserve is what it is. And that area was acquired by the state in 1985. And then they also got some additional land in 1988. So a lot of cool things to check out. Y'all need to get out here. Well, y'all, it'll be my pleasure to show you around the campsite. We're at Guadalupe River State Park. This is 68. I love 68. There's a lot of room here. Just to kind of spread your legs right here. Now, you've got the dumpster next to you, which is convenient. I always like being able to get rid of my trash, and it's not that far of a walk. And don't smell. We didn't smell anything this weekend, so it's a well-maintained park. You don't have to worry about anything. But services, y'all, 20, 30, 50 amp electric and water. No issues with those. This site is asphalt. It slants to the back. Got a little slope back here, but leveling out was no big deal. I booked this site in such a hurry. I thought I booked a full hookup, but I did not. So this is not a full hookup site. We're gonna have to go to the dump station before we leave here. But I think this is the magical part of this campsite right here, y'all. All the trees back here, beautiful. It's just beautiful. You see deer and birds, and we've seen cardinals, and you don't get a shade shelter over the picnic table. It's not really a concern though. You've got a lot of trees here, nice concrete pad, and then we've got a lantern hook, and then they have really nice tent pad sites here. So if you bring your tent out here, it's a great place to pitch your tent. I'd say if there was one drawback to 68, it's that it's really close to 70. But you could use that to your advantage, especially if you want to come camping with a group. Maybe you and another couple, or you and a friend. They could rent 70 out. You could rent out 68, and there's a little trail right there. Y'all could walk back and forth to each other's campsites. No fire this weekend, y'all. They've got a burn ban here, so not even a charcoal fire. So we brought ribs, so we're gonna have to figure out something else for supper. But they do give you an in-ground grill and fire ring here at the campsite. Overall, I like this campsite. I booked it in a hurry, but I'm glad I chose it. It's a great little campsite. It's been nice and quiet here this weekend. Let's talk about services, y'all. I didn't even put up the cell booster. AT&T, Verizon, we've been getting good cell service here. You won't have any concerns, at least if you have those two carriers. I don't know about any of the other carriers, but cell phone's been great. There's been no lag when trying to load websites. Sending text messages, making phone calls, all that's been working perfect, y'all. Satellite, been great. Didn't even mess with the on-air antenna this weekend. Satellite, there's nothing here to obstruct it, so we've been getting all of our channels. So makes for a happy wife, and everything's just been great. The only thing I would say is that the ice machine up at headquarters is broken, so you can't get ice up there. They have some limited supplies within the store itself. And of course, with the burn ban, you can't buy any firewood up there. They've got that locked up. So keep that in mind. And this is 4 days before Thanksgiving, 2022. So just keep that in mind if you come here. We all also wanted to mention in regard to supplies, if you need anything, head up to the town of Bulverde. They're gonna have everything that you guys need up there. We found an HEB grocery store. We were able to get gas. I believe they were about $2.86 a gallon up there. They also have a McDonald's. They have a Sonic, a Walgreens. So when you leave the park, just take a left and head about 10 minutes into Bulverde. It's up by Highway 281. And you'll find, I believe there's even a Walmart up there. So everything that you're gonna need while you're here is just a short drive away. Well, y'all, another site that you may be interested in here at the Turkey Sink Camping Loop at Guadalupe River State Park is 67. Now 67, it's got a little slope to it. The pad site, it's an asphalt site. It slopes more to the front than it does the back. So just be aware of that if you want to come to 67. Services are 20, 30, 50 amp electric and water. You guys have a nice tent pad back here in the back, several trees, a lot of bushes, a lot of cover here. In-ground grill and fire ring, picnic table. You don't get a shade shelter over your picnic table, but you get a nice concrete base as well as a lantern hook here. Really nice. A lot of room to spread out. Your dogs will love it. Maybe not so much for kids, except for maybe exploring back here where the trees are, but it's really a great little site. I'm going to show y'all another site that's right next to me. This is 70, and it's got a really long driveway, y'all. Asphalt driveway. One of the features I love about this site is that your tent pad is well off in the corner back here in the trees. Same services as the others, y'all. 20, 30, 50 amp electric and water. It's very deep. You could get a Class A rig in here. If there's one drawback to this site, it would be that the tent pad to 68, which is where we're staying, is right behind you. But you get a lot of trees. There's a lot of room for exploring back here. Dogs will love it. Kids that like to explore will love it. Picnic table, no shade shelter. There's your lantern hook right there. In-ground grill and firing. But what's not to like about all these trees back here, y'all? It's really cool. You feel hidden. It feels cozy back here. So I like 70. If I was here, I would definitely check out 70 maybe the next time I come. Overall, I'm really impressed with the Turkey Sink camping area. And there, you guys can see over in 69, there's a Class A in there. So these sites are deep enough. You can get them in here. Now, y'all, I've made my way over to the Cedar Sage camping area. And before I show you a couple of what I think are really cool camping spots, I wanted to show you guys the trail over here. This is the Cedar Sage River Access Trail. And actually, I'll just show you guys on the map. So we're in the Cedar Sage camping area. And this green line right here, this is the Cedar Sage River Trail. It's about 4/10 of a mile. But this is what I've run up against all weekend, y'all, with the weather. Stop. So if you come out here, just make sure that you check with the rangers before you come for trail closures, because they frequently close these trails, guys. So in the Cedar Sage camping loop, y'all, the rule is no RVs or travel trailers over 20 feet. I wouldn't even attempt to get in here, but maybe a teardrop or something like that. You guys might want to give it a try. What I like about 34 is it's right next to the Cedar Sage River Trail. So you've got a short walk there. Your services, you guys get 20 and 30 amp electric and water. Your tent pad is a 16 by 16 tent pad. So if you just want to come out here and tent camp, keep in mind that you can throw up a really big tent out here. I love the trees. It's got a lot of cover within the campsite. You don't get a shade shelter over the picnic table, but it is on a concrete base. And you get a lantern hook and pole. And then you get an in-ground grill and firing. Just make sure you check your alerts before you come out here, y'all, to see if there's any kind of fire ban. And then what's cool about this campsite 34 is back here you've got all this space. So this is a prime location where you might see a lot of deer. So pretty cool campsite. Y'all need to come check this one out. So if there's one campsite in Cedar Sage that I would try to squeeze my 20-foot GeoPro in, it would have to be 33. I like that it's down here on the corner, and it would be really tempting, y'all, to stay here. It's quiet. There's nobody next to you. And you get all the standard amenities, y'all. You get your picnic table on the concrete pad. There's your lantern hook and pole, a big 16 by 16 tent pad. A lot of woods back here, which I love. There's a lot of rock in this campsite. In-ground grill and firing. And then over here is your electrical box, y'all, and your water. So it would be tempting next time coming back out here to try to fit the camper in here, and I could pull my truck next to it. But I like the Cedar Sage camping loop. It's really cool. So whether you try to bring your camper out here and squeeze it into one of these tiny spots, or you just come out here when it's cooler and pitch a tent, get out here and check out Cedar Sage. I'm highly impressed with this camping loop. Well, if you guys would like to do some primitive tent camping, Guadalupe River State Park has you covered. This is the Wagon Ford primitive camping area, sites 86 through 94. They have their own parking area down here. They also have a restroom located within the campground. It has potable water as well if you need to refill your water. And then this campground is located next to the river access trail. So you would just walk from your campground and then catch the trailhead right here in the corner. So if you're thinking about doing some primitive camping, maybe come out and get you a site out at Wagon Ford. Well, y'all, this is the dump station here at Guadalupe River State Park. It's a really wide, really long driveway. So you can get any size rig in here. Y'all, they've got a light out here, double sewer connection, so you can get a rig on either side. They have a trash can here to get rid of your trash and your gloves. And then they've got a couple of non-potable water taps here. And they even supply the water hoses for you guys. So big thumbs up to Guadalupe River State Park for doing that for you guys. So pretty cool dump station out here. Now, y'all, I'm down here at the day use area at Guadalupe River State Park, and I just want to mention how nice the restroom facilities are here. The restroom facilities rival those that I've seen at Mustang Island State Park and most recently Galveston Island State Park on the beach side. I love the stone detail they have in the restroom facilities here. It's more of a modern type restroom. They have changing rooms, just like you would see at Galveston Island State Park. So if you want to come down here and enjoy the river and get changed out before you head down there, they totally have nice changing rooms for you to do so. A nice little bench there to sit down on. I mean, this is a first class restroom facility. They have vending if you want a snack or a drink, a water refill station. How nice is that, y'all? And then they even have some really nice benches here that you can sit and wait on your family members or friends. Just super impressed with the restroom facilities here. Really great. And then if you've got some young campers with you, they have a nice little playground here off to the side of the restroom with a couple of swing sets, a couple of swings rather, and then a slide. Really nice, y'all. I tell you, the day use area just seems like it goes on and on. I love the stonework and the picnic tables out here. They're just like interspersed out here among the trees out by the river. So you really get a good view of the park no matter what picnic table you choose. And they have all different types of picnic table configurations out here. They have large, oversized picnic tables. They have smaller picnic tables, double picnic tables, standing grills. So you really have a lot of options. And the picnic table areas work well with the landscape too. I really love how they just kind of fit in with the trees and the surroundings. So you definitely have to make sure that you pack a picnic when you're out here at Guadalupe River State Park and come out here and enjoy this beautiful day use area that they have. Now this is pretty cool here. I was on my way down to the river and I saw this free trash bag box. So if you need a trash bag, they will gladly let you have a trash bag. But if you're wondering about the rules down here, so at the river, you guys aren't allowed to have any glass or any foam, and please don't litter. That's without being said. And then no plastic containers, 5 ounces or less. So you could actually get a $500 fine if you break these. And then certainly don't trespass. But hey, y'all, let's go down here and And let's check it out. So they've got some really cool stone steps that lead down here. Well, all right, y'all. We made it down here. More picnic tables, more grills. Just a beautiful view. I mean, you can't beat this scenery. This, I'm going to be honest with y'all, reminds me a lot of Lost Maples State Natural Area back when we were there. How pretty is that, y'all? You see the leaves are changing colors against the backdrop of the hill back there. Look at that. The water's so still this morning. This is just so pretty. So pretty. So I'm on my way over here to the Discovery Center, and I noticed that they have a really cool little garden over here. It's a monarch way station. So not only do they have some really cool plants in here, but depending on what time of day you come, you might see some pretty cool butterflies too. It's just a really nice garden. And then they have a little bench here for you to sit. The path is nice and flat. And then they've got some plants here, like this is Texas Sotol. So we see that plant at a lot of parks that we go to. Seminole Canyon, there was a lot of that particular plant. So just a neat little garden area. So if you're coming over here to the Nature Center, the Discovery Center rather, make sure that you stop and check out their garden. It's really cool. Now the Discovery Center is closed this morning, but we're just going to take a look around. So if you have your bicycle with you, they've got a bike rack. You can come out here and lock your bike up out here. They have a freshwater rainwater collection system. We see that at a lot of parks. Mother Neff, Mission Tejas, just to name a couple. They've got solar panels on the roof. So they're doing a lot to help the environment. A lot of clean energy, y'all. But this is interesting here, a backpack return. So if they loaned a backpack to your child, maybe that's where you would return that. And this is cute right here. Kids enter here. So adults get to go through the big door. Kids get to crawl through the little bitty tiny space there. But the Discovery Center hours, if you're interested, y'all, Thursdays and Fridays 10 to 2, and Saturdays and Sundays from 10 to 4. And so they only let 10 people in at a time. Pretty small in there. So make sure you bring the kids out. Y'all check out the Discovery Center here at Guadalupe River State Park. And then how cool is this, y'all? A nice stone amphitheater back here. I'm sure they probably give some really cool interpretive programs back here. So check with the rangers on that when you can participate in those programs. So just a really neat space to come and enjoy. Well, y'all, Guadalupe River State Park has a really nice bird blind out here by the river. So welcome to the Woodland blind. So a very simple blind. They've got a few benches in here for you to sit and watch your favorite birds. They have an open style window here on the side. Let's see if we can see anything this morning. I I hear a couple of birds above me, but I don't. Oh, there's some right there in the feeder, y'all. So cool. That was a treat this morning, y'all, to see some birds. But they have some more windows here for you to look through. Like most state parks we see, you have the informative panels here, the different types of birds and things that you might see while you're here. So really cool bird blind. Y'all make sure that while you're visiting Guadalupe River State Park that y'all come out here and see what you can see. Well, I hope y'all enjoying your tour of Guadalupe River State Park so far. Y'all go ahead and lace up your hiking boots and I'll show you around the trails. Before we hit the trail this morning, y'all, I wanted to show you just how popular this park is. Look at this parking lot. Look at how many parking spaces that they have, y'all. They have so much overflow parking here. It's insane. So I can imagine if you're here in the summertime, it gets quite busy. You could be parking this far out just to go down to the day use area. So really cool that they offer all this parking for you guys. So before we hit the trail this morning, we're going to be doing the River Overlook Trail, which is this one right here. Okay, so we're here. We just left the day use area and we're going to be taking this trail all the way out to a scenic overlook by the Guadalupe River. Unfortunately, guys, and hiking is my thing. I love to hike at all the parks we go to, but I got snake bit this trip, y'all. The weather has ruined a lot of the trails. When I came in, the ranger told me, and I was looking forward to doing the Painted Bunting Trail, which is about 3 miles. Due to the clay content here is really bad, and so he told me that we would be doing damage if we walked on the trails. So most of the trails are closed on my trip here, so I'm gonna have to definitely come back in the summertime and check out more of the trails. But I did want to mention that on the other side of the river here, this is called the Bower Unit, and you have to actually leave the state park and take some farm to market roads to get back here, but there are 6 more miles of additional hiking. So make sure that when you come, it's nice and sunny and you go check out those trails. I definitely will, probably the next time I come back. But anywho, let's go check out the River Overlook Trail. This is about 3/10 of a mile, and it's supposed to offer a really good overlook of the river. So here we go. So we're not very far in on the trail here, and one of the things that I notice is this is the cut path to the Discovery Center loop. So if you park out here and you walk toward the day use area, this loop will take you right up behind the Discovery Center. In fact, it'll bring you right up behind the amphitheater. Well, here we are, y'all. We made it. It took less than 10 minutes from the time that we entered the trailhead to the time I got back here. The trail is very flat until you get down here to the rocky portion, which is the overlook. But boy, you guys are in for a treat when you get down here. It is so peaceful and so beautiful. You can hear the water running down below. It's just so pretty. So y'all, located just down from the park coast and across from the trailer dump station, you're going to find the Honey Creek State Natural Area. Now they do guided tours at 9 o'clock every Saturday morning. It's free of charge, and you just meet at the Rust House. So if this is something that you'd like to check out, get down here on Saturday morning and join the tour. Well, y'all, I thoroughly enjoyed my visit here at Guadalupe River State Park. Such an amazing park. It's so beautiful, so serene. You've got to put this park on your list. If you haven't checked it out, get down here and check this park out. It's really cool, y'all. But listen, it's time for me to hit the trail. I'm moving over to Inks Lake State Park for Thanksgiving Day. So y'all come and join me for that one. If you enjoyed the content of this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up, y'all. Hit that notification bell so you'll be notified every Saturday at 6 p.m. when our videos post. To all my current subscribers, guys, you rock so much. I appreciate your support week in and week out. Thanks for watching. And my future subscribers, guys, what are you waiting for? I see a lot of cool parks like Guadalupe River State Park, so make sure that you get on board. And from my family to yours, happy Thanksgiving. And remember, I'll see you at the campsite.